Oke, selamat datang di kleponkliwonyt. Kita lanjutin event ya. Ini mah story dah, kalau misalnya nggak nuntut lah. Tiga. Tandem play. Oke, kita ketemu apa aja? Apa tuh? Itu di ANBY ya.
What is
You're awake, Harin.
Wah, dia belum bekas sebuah nama.
Great, you're awake. I've been worried about you, Soldier 11.
Soldier 11? Is that my name? It sounds odd and could easily get confused with
Yeah,
another
yeah.
number like Soldier 161051. Only a fool
Teman
would
dia
call
nama.
herself that.
I can see you're doing much better now, but I won't let you talk about yourself.
Her memories seem jumbled. The injuries might be more serious than they appear. When a Silver Company replica is severely wounded, their memories are often the first. Even me, all those years ago, there was a time when
Is that so? Then what about your combat skills? Were they affected?
Will the Defense Force abandon her if she couldn't fight anymore? Well, I know we wouldn't do that. Proxy,
Toksi.
Yeah, having one more mouth to feed won't hurt. It's nothing compared to our monthly electricity bill.
plus our little black cat needs another playmate. He's already getting bored of us.
You know how short-handed we are, right, Charon? Oops, I mean Trigger.
Oh, dia tahu.
Charon?
There you go, trying to be funny again. Guess that's your unique charm, Manager. Jokes aside, I can't vouch for the Defense Force, but I can promise that Ogle Squad won't abandon her.
I see. Well, we know how resilient she is, so we're confident she'll bounce back.
It seems you and Soldier 11 go way back, ANBY. Could you share more about her? And maybe how we can help her recover faster? We're here to help. Are you sure it won't be too much trouble?
Don't worry. Nicole's caused a lot more trouble for us. Besides, Soldier 11 is our friend too.
I see. In that case, what she needs now is nothing too out of the ordinary. Warmth, comfort, safety, and relaxation. Also, some familiar faces, as well as her favorite. Ah, right. I should get her some burgers for it. Not so fast, ANBY. Burgers aren't exactly Soldier 11's favorite. Oh, they're not?
It seems Trigger already left to get it.
You'll probably find her near Waterfall Soup. By the way, General Chop is concerned about Soldier 11 as well. Be sure to let him know that she's improving.
Yeah, don't worry. She's in good hands with us here.
Ring. Oh, iya mungkin. Apa?
I got Soldier 11's favorite spicy noodle. I couldn't see if the noodles look spicy, but just the steam from the chili peppers alone is making...
So, spicy noodles is her thing. I had no idea.
Well, that's the Soldier 11 I know. She would come to 6th Street whenever she had free time. Maybe she feels more at home here than back in the barracks. She rarely talked about anything other than training, combat, and promotions. But when she did, she'd usually mention super spicy noodles, the video store owners, the arcade, and cats.
Did she ever talk about me?
You might not like the answer. Soldier 11 has never brought you up, but she seems fixated on a certain betrayal. Apparently, someone very important to her that she admired greatly vanished without a trace. The person left without so much as an explanation. In the military, such actions are seen as desertion. And eventually, such deserters are marked as KIA by detached and indifferent. Does any of that ring a bell?
I have nothing to say. Even if she resents me, she has the right to...
That's pretty cold, even for me. May I suggest something?
What's that?
If you want to mend things with Soldier 11, don't say anything like that to her. Trust me, don't.
But that's the truth. I have no... I lost my memory when I left the army. Once it returned, I wanted to contact Soldier 11, so I asked Nicole to check on her. Then I learned that she was doing well, that she had joined Obel Squad, and that she's an exemplary soldier who recently got promoted. She had a new captain and new comrades, so I felt her troubled past in Silver Squad might only weigh her down. I had no reason to show up again. Trigger,
What?
tell me, if you were me, you would have made the same call.
If I were you... Yes, I might have.
That's what I thought. So, even if she hates me, I deserve it.
Resleting kan kayak gitu tuh.
But I'm not you, Andy. That's the point. If I were in your shoes, I would let Soldier 11 know she was never betrayed or abandoned. I'd let her know that her comrades would search to the ends of the earth for her, and that they'd never forget her.
Trigger, you're really amazing.
That's all you have to say?
Pasti.
Yeah, I'm really impressed. It must be nice to have you as a comrade.
I'm not so sure about that. But we have more pressing matters to discuss. What are you planning to do?
I'm heading back into the Hollow to put an end to everything with Twiggy. That evil tech must never resurface. But before that, I want to apologize.
Apologize? But given the current state of her memory, she might not...
That's the idea.
Wait.
Yeah, that's the best choice.
Seems like it's really weighing on your mind. Alright, if there's anything I can do, just say the word.
In that case, I need you to prove something to me.
Prove something?
Prove that you can take good care of Soldier 11. That's the only way I can hand her over to her new comrades without worrying.
Gaji kali ya gue ya, bukan pro budget sih. Kalau bahasanya tuh kayak ya udah gitu. Aku mungkin bahasa kerennya aja sih.
Alleviating all your worries might not be a good thing either. But I understand. I'll prove that I can take care of her. Now then, let's head back. After all, we don't want to show up with a bowl of soggy noodles for a...
Tuh, pulang. Foto, nggak bisa foto coba. Si Bel ini dengan satunya dia duduk. Jangan. Ini bercanda nih kayaknya. Gila, kita kan ini baik banget toh buat jaga Andy ya. Nah, berantem loh, tidur dia. Situ anjir, maksudnya rencana masih relationship. Haha, logis anjing, kencat tuh cocoknya dua orang. Iya bener, kalau nggak kalau di Jawa apa namanya, nongkrong anjir. Kan proof ID forms. Company ANBY jadi kami punya hak untuk tahu aja. Akhir lu mau lihat contoh kerennya enggak? Cars 1, Cars 2, Cars 2, Cars 3 gitu. Iya enggak ya? Ini sih bagus semua sih sampai 3. Apalagi nih mau dikasih contoh nih. Biar kamu tidak samanya sendirian. Ya, dan ada kita ini. Oh ya parah nih Anbi nih, sempat sendiri cok. Cari temen yang baik cok. Wah anjir. Bel. Jadi tahu anjing. Anjir ternyata lagi taruhan. Wah anjing. Ini orang yang nunggu ini beli juga sana. Bisa satu sapu nih berarti ya.
Nicole,
Nicole. Siapa deh?
Well, look who decided to come back.
Tuh, saya
I'm sorry for leaving without saying anything. You can punish me however you...
What's the use in punishing you? If anything, I prefer some compensation. So, how do you plan to make it up to me? I'm waiting.
I'll give up my favorite burger. From now on, I'll eat noodles every day.
Hey, that's more like compensating General Chop than me.
That won't cut it, huh? Then I won't try to squeeze in between you and Nekomata when we watch movies.
Come on. Nekomata's usually the one who's squeezing in between you and me. Show.
I see. Okay. I'll forfeit my paychecks.
Oh?
Yes, and I'll persuade Billy to give up his pay too. Is that good?
Wait a sec. Are you trying to tarnish our reputation as an odd? Forget it. You owe me big. I'll tell you what I need from you later.
Nicole,
Fine. Forget it. Just spare me that pitiful look. Listen, Andy. It doesn't matter who you were or what mess you've gotten into. The cunning hairs doesn't need to be a burden to you. We don't need you to shield us, and we won't intrude when you need space. You're not the only one here with a troubled past. I just wish you'd trust me more. Otherwise, I feel like I'm a total failure.
sorry. I won't try to justify what I did. I shouldn't have run off on my
Oke.
own. Once this is over, I'll answer all your questions.
Jadi dia acting apa bang? Peran irritated aja.
That's my good girl. You're a terrible liar, you know.
I know. By the way,
Oh, you finally need me?
yeah, there's a woman who looks like me. She wears a Defense Force uniform and goggles.
Piece of cake. On average, finding a cat takes us 3 hours, 14 minutes, and 8 seconds. Finding a person is way easier. I'll contact some of my sources. I'll let you know as soon as I get any info.
Ya, tinggi. Di sini. Sudah tahu apa penting di tempat proxy. Iya. Lucu. Yang bener aja. Jadi tetap realisasi antara cewek sama cewek. Kayak gitu sih. Oh, dia sana. Apa dia bisa? Weh.
Who's there? ANBY! It's you!
Yeah, it's me. A reliable source mentioned that you've been worried about me like.
Nonsense! Where did you hear something like that? Darn it, that Billy. I'll scratch all this paint off like scrubbing a nonstick pan with steel wool. I swear on my favorite knuckle.
I'm touched. Thank you, Neko.
Don't be. And no thanking me.
I heard you even prepared a gift for.
A gift? Well, yeah, I did. But it's not like I made it just for you. Here you go.
Wih, anjir. Hebat sekali dia bisa dia berikan. Anjing satu. Ini simpel banget, Cok. Ini kan ada tayo, karena gue ada tayo di headset nih. Cepat fokusnya. Itu apa? Cek ini. Wah, dikasih boneka.
Oh, a doll. Is it supposed to be me? With this rough stitching? This is too much, Nekomata.
Nah, stop being dramatic. I got a doll making kit and was gonna make one that looks like Nicole, but it turned out super ugly. With a big head and tiny little body. It didn't look anything like Nicole.
Yeah.
So I altered it a bit and wow, it somehow looked just like our ANBY.
But I don't look like this.
No, it's exactly like you. It's like your little twin. Go on, take it. Keep it with you all the time. And don't let it out of your sight.
You want me to carry it and never let it out of my sight? Oh, wait, you didn't stash some sort of contraband inside it, did you? Are you trying to get Pupsec to arrest?
Yeah? Just because I'm a street cat doesn't mean you should be prejudiced like that. There's no contraband in the doll. I swear on Nicole's lap.
All right, I'll trust you. Let me do something for you in return. How about some mackerel noodles?
Oh, Lady Nekomata appreciates your rare treat. But not now.
Not now? But the noodle...
Once things settle and you're safe, you can treat me to those
Tak baik. Wah, kita main, Cok. Oke, kita naik kuda. Hai.
So, here you are.
Sorry, Anby. I snuck out with her.
Are you feeling...
Alright.
Are you speaking to me? You seem familiar. Like I've seen you somewhere before.
I'm... ANBY. Does that name ring a bell?
No. I don't recall anyone named ANBY. Sorry. Maybe we knew each other, but this person named Trigger told me that my memories... I'll get better. And maybe then I'll remember something about you.
I see. Where did you and Trigger go to?
We tried some food called noodles. They were this amazing, fiery red color. It was
Yeah.
delicious. Then we pet some creatures called cats. They were different than I expected.
Bahasa idenya
Surprisingly
dari
soft.
tahu itu dimakan
We went to
sini.
an arcade, did some shopping, drank some tea
Semuanya nih.
milk, and even opened surprise boxes. During the movie, someone took advantage of the dark environment to attempt a theft. Fortunately, I still remembered some basic combat skills, so I managed to subdue the thief and turn them over to the public security office isn't far from here. After we wrapped up there, Trigger suggested we watch the sunset by the river.
You sure know how to plan a date, Trigger.
The video store manager taught me all this. I'm just a good student.
Ah. Begitu ternyata.
Anyway, I think I did a good job. Right, Soldier 11?
Yes, I had a great time. Still, I can tell my body isn't really used to relaxing. I can always feel an urge to do some push-ups or some other exercise.
That's our model soldier for ya. So, Anby, can you relax now? Soldier 11 is important to me. I don't ever want to lose another squad mate. So I promise to look after her. You can focus on the matters at hand now. Once everything's settled, if you choose to face her, I'll be there to vouch for everything you've done for her. And if you prefer to stay out of it, no pressure. I understand the weight of your history with Silver Company. It's like a heavy chain around you both.
I'll break that chain.
I have faith in you.
Thanks, Trigger. In that case, please keep this for me while I'm away.
What's this? A doll. It looks a
Kasih
little
ke dia itu.
It's very cute.
Please, keep it safe until I come back. Right now, it's my most cherished possession.
Don't worry. If it means that much to you, we'll be sure to keep it safe.
Thanks.
It gets chilly by the river at night. Let's head back to the video store and get something warm to wear.
Ah, dia di sini. Wes di sini. Dia lagi main Mobile Legends kan anjir. Pop miring gitu berarti manjur dia. Dibakar kalori. Gak sopan tuh di depan tuh ada mau berpisah dia main game ini.
I remember you from earlier today. Ambitizinia.
Wah, apa lagi ini? Ambitasimia.
It's ANBY. just ANBY.
Sorry. It seems my memory still hasn't recovered yet. It's frustrating not knowing what I've forgotten.
I can help with that.
You can help?
I can tell you what you've forgotten, Harin.
Harin. Is that my name?
It was your name before you were Soldier 11. The name I knew you by.
Harin.
Back then, we used to find nice-sounding words to call each other. The higher-ups were aware, but didn't intervene.
I don't like that name. It sounds too weak for me.
Yes, you've said the same thing.
So what exactly is this Silver Squad? And who decides who's qualified or not? There's a lot I don't understand. If it's connected to my past, then please tell me everything.
Sure, I'll explain it all. Just allow me to do one thing.
Huh. One thing?
Allow me to
Come.
apologize to you. There were many things I didn't understand then.
Tai hitam ya?
Still don't understand even now. All I know is that we were used as pawns in a power struggle within the army. And in the end, they chose to keep only one replica.
And that was you, Anna? As you said, you were considered the top performer.
Anna anjir.
I'm not Anna. That's someone else. But yes, I was selected.
ANA, ANB, ANBY.
They devised an operation. A suicide mission. No one was expected to return alive. My name wasn't on the list for deployment. But the night before, you went too hard in training and got injured. So
Did you survive the mission?
take a guess.
Kita guess anjir.
I saw my squad mates buried in the rubble. The memories are all a little foggy, even to this day. I'm not sure how I survived, or how I was able to stand before the senior officer.
How could they issue such a ruthless order? Sending their own soldiers to die? We're living, breathing human beings.
That's the point, Harin. Are we humans? I assume you can also issue combat orders now. When you send a squad of explosive bamboo into the
Yeah.
enemy base, do you consider their well-being?
But Bangbu aren't humans. I don't have to consider that.
That's what they said too. Replicas aren't humans. So, they ordered Silver Squad to their deaths. But since you are still a survivor, they ordered me to execute you.
Did you go through with it?
What do you think?
It appears you didn't. But if it were me,
Would you have followed their order?
no. I would have executed the officers who issued that suicide mission. So what did you do?
Apa?
I fled. I offered to exchange my life for yours. And then fled.
Oh my god. Oh yang nonton trailer nih ngerti nih. Nih. Iya yang nonton trailer ngerti nih. Dia suruh dia diperitain buat nih bunuh si bahasanya apa sih? Ngetur si apa di jam 11 ya. Dia nggak mau, terus dia ini tur sendiri, ya udah. Tapi dia kabur.
I didn't trust them. So disappearing
Oh,
seemed
I
like
would-
the only feasible option. I knew that once I was gone, they wouldn't harm you because you were their only asset.
Oh,
Seems like I made the right call. At least I got to see you again. I've had a good life, but it took me a long time to figure out who to hate. If I were to hate everyone who hurt us, that would be too much. I couldn't live carrying so much hatred. It's impossible. And Nicole told me that I shouldn't hate myself. So, eventually, I realized that all the suffering stemmed from the Silver Company tech, and the fact that we replicas were not seen as human. According to a movie Belle loaned me from the store, this is referred to as an ethical dilemma.
Ya,
Life shouldn't be
di
engineered.
bunga tua film lagi.
Only then did it dawn on me that many people were already aware of this issue. There are a lot of smart people, so I'm sorry, Harin.
Itu sih.
Why apologize? According to everything you just told me, you didn't do anything
Ah.
wrong. I'm crying. Why am I crying?
Iya. Naluri lagi apa bahasa saya tuh. Inner memorinya yang nangisin dia.
It's all my fault. I was the captain of our squad and responsible for everyone, but I let you all down. I wasn't wise or strong enough.
Soalnya gue nonton minggu seru aja filmnya. Bang.
If I weren't a coward, I wouldn't have waited until this moment to apologize. I'm only willing to share this now because I know you'll forget everything soon.
Itu Bang.
Forget everything? But that's impossible. Why?
Silver Squad soldiers who are critically injured have their recent memories wiped within 24 hours. Yours is about to reset. I can't keep avoiding this, Harin. I have to face our old squad mate. I don't know what other cards she has up her sleeves, and I can't guarantee anything. I can only try my best. I might survive, but if the worst comes to pass, I don't want you to bear the weight of my... So, just forget this conversation, and have a good night's sleep.
No, ANBY. You're being selfish. I don't accept your apology. I don't!
It's almost midnight.
ANBY.
Tangganya gimana nih, woi? Dia masalah teman. Nah itu. Akhirnya tuh matanya dipatakan aja kayak tapi romantis aja. Tapi cewek sama cewek. Iya. Ini cewek romantis tuh. Ini cewek sama cewek. Iya. Kita romantis ya bro. Kalau cewek sama cewek friendship lah. Tuh. Oke.
What is this place?
Wah anjir.
What am I doing here?
Short memory masa tau.
Your name is Soldier 11.
What the hell?
Good night.
Loh, hebat juga cok. Lihat nih, pedang, tas metal gitu ya. Bicara dengan boxing. Kok bisa?
Sorry, I must have been talking too loud just now.
ANBY, what are you planning to do?
Hah?
What do you mean?
Come on, don't hold out on us. Are you sneaking out on some super dangerous business?
There's actually something I need to take care of. No need.
Don't try playing cute with us. Didn't I tell you before? We have a right to know about whatever it is you're involved with.
Plus, ANBY, if you've really been working on yourself like you said, then you should learn how to ask for help. This thing you're facing, you might not be able to handle it yourself, right?
Even if that were the case, it's still my responsibility, and mine alone. At least, that's what I planned.
Oh?
But the lone wolf in the movies never gets a happy ending. And even if they win, they'll end up losing their home, their pet cat, their daughter, or their lover.
Ya kok kalau mau bikin cerita tuh, ya, kalau orang sendiri tuh biasa kira tradisi.
I don't want to lose anything or anyone important to me, Proxy. So please take me back in that hollow and help me smash up that weird lab
Weird lab.
so I can get some closure with my former family.
Wise and I have been waiting for you to say that.
Is that your strategy then? Getting us to help you out for free?
You don't have to do it for free. Just tack it onto the Cunning Hair's tab. I'll be back to settle the bill once this is all over. But right now, I've got someplace to be.
Don't go running off into any hollows alone, you hear?
I won't. Don't worry. I want you to be the first one, Proxy. The first to witness.
Oh, bisa ganti. Akhirnya sadar makas sementara tuh.
Long time no see.
Ada kombikasi ternyata. Long time no see. Bisa kan?
Replica number 0.
Oh, ganti seragam dia.
Silver Squad. Captain, I thought I'd never see you again.
Kira-kira kita main ini karakter. Ya, gue udah tahu karena gue udah punya karakter.
So, this is what you were like back in your Silver
Hi,
Squad
Eos.
days, Andy?
I never thought I'd be back in this uniform.
Itu nyimpan data ya? Sensor.
A cool character or a cute one?
Nah, udah main dulu.
This is
Dialognya.
a rare opportunity.
Oh, gas. Cek.
Fighting style seems to appeal.
Old memories are coming back with this uniform.
This new you is so reliable, Andy.
Sama berubah. Oh, jadi tipis.
The past me was reliable too.
True. The enemy's tough. Be careful.
Eh,
Right over. Orders received.
No need to be so formal.
Off balance.
Is this the lab that needs to be destroyed?
I never expected to one day be the one guiding you, Proxy.
dan dia ya nggak tanya lagi dia. Oke, siapa yang menuju?
I'm heartbroken, ANBY. Here I was thinking this was a family matter between sisters. But you've gone and brought in outside help.
You're no match for me, whether I bring help or not. Twiggy, Silver Squad is gone. You will never be able to rebuild it. We both know how difficult it is to create a Silver Soldier capable of
What if I didn't need
to.
There's one thing you're wrong about. I've already done it. I've achieved the conditions for rebuilding my very own Silver Squad.
Wih, anjay. Jurus 1000 bayangan.
This is so weird. These ANBYs... No, these people. None of them seem to have any fighting abilities.
Weird. These people don't look like soldiers to me.
Twiggy, what have you done?
What do you think? I've done something that can stop my organs from being harvested. That can put me in touch with the big shots at Tops. That can help fund my research.
No, you're harvesting and selling their organs. You created all these sisters of ours just to harvest them.
I just used them to exchange for a few necessary resources to reform Silver Squad. I needed a family, really. You said it yourself. These sisters of ours, right? We are sisters, and we are family. So if we're family, it's a real shame, you know? Neither Harry nor I were perfect enough. No matter how hard I try, all I can make are defects. Good for nothing but a supply of organs. But it's not like there hasn't been any progress. I haven't even told anyone about this yet. But just earlier, I managed to make some improvements to the technology which will stabilize control of the cloning process. Once that's in place, the cost of producing a competent soldier will be at an all-time low. We'll have achieved just what the initial project report said. The magic of producing an army out of sugar and air. ANBY. Captain ANBY. As things stand, there's still a chance for us to work together. You are the final piece of the puzzle. We can produce a steady supply of true soldiers so long as you cooperate. We'll keep everything under wraps until we build a huge army of our own. But it's not like there has... Just think what such an army could do. Nobody would ever dare humiliate us again. Our Silver Squad could crush New Eridu to smithereens. And you would be its commander. I'm fine with whatever. Put me to death if you like. I deserve it for wasting... killing all those sisters of ours. Whatever you want. Captain, do you want to come home?
This is not my home. I feel disgusted. I'm sorry, Twiggy. But now I wish you had died back in the Hollow.
I know! I feel the same way about myself. Get out of...
Get out! Hah? Kayak apa ini? What is? Coba di capture apa ini? Batu apa ya?
What are you doing? Idiot! Absolute idiot! Are you insane? You're just a defect. Your body won't be able to handle it. You'll...
I want to protect you. Protect all of you. Thank you for letting me
Damn.
born. I will never let you be lonely.
Iwan. Nah, kalian ngerti nggak? Jadi ada pipa. Oh ini si yang tadi ya. Tadi. Wah, ada cutscene. Anjir, dia jadi dua aja kuda-kudanya.
You. Why did you come?
I haven't forgotten the art of combat.
Ya, combat aja.
Silver Company formation.
bener.
TWAN Anti-Ethereal Mark II.
Wih, nice banget.
The current you feels really familiar.
Tapi masa dia dulu teman
I never expected to be able to face you like this.
Oke.
It's time. Mind the blind spot.
Aduh.
Wide open. What you deserve. Soldier 11, formation.
Aduh, maaf. Ih. Gak ada ini ya. Tidak ini. Lagi kok. Ah.
Show no mercy, even if our opponent is tricky.
Oh.
That's my line.
Push.
Roger that.
Kejar. Ini pakai aja.
Loyalty.
Loyalty. Yeah.
I shouldn't miss this feeling.
At least
Apa itu?
you shouldn't miss it too often.
Don't push yourself. Understood?
Ya.
Primitive.
Ya, aja kita.
Why did I subconsciously?
Bener aja tuh, sumpah.
Stay focused.
Ah,
It's time.
masuk lagi, masuk set.
What you deserve. The final blow.
Oke.
Now you pay.
I won't let you have it.
Engaging.
Yes. Anjay. Nice. Nice blue.
Did I fail the combat test again? I told you, I'm not good at fighting. But As long as Captain's here, I'll be
Oh,
okay. Right?
You. What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be with Trigger?
Trigger was the one who covered for me, so I could come here. She's probably still dealing with the enemies that we met on the way here.
You shouldn't be here. You weren't supposed to
ANBY. Turns out you're not a traitor at all. You're a coward.
iya.
I'd still be completely in the dark if it weren't for that funny-looking doll.
Huh? You mean there's something wrong with the doll that Nekomatic...
There was a camera stuffed inside its head. It recorded your whole confession to me before its battery died. I didn't understand everything, but I knew enough to take action. Seeing as we're sisters, I couldn't let you take this risk alone. And I knew that you didn't betray us. I liked that feeling. It was enough to help me believe in many things again.
Proxy, her condition is extremely unstable. Please, get her out of here.
Got it. Whatever happens next is something you have to do by yourself. Right, ANBY?
This tech has to be destroyed. Thank you for letting me be born.
ANBY, what's on your mind?
Proxy, you're still here.
Don't worry. Soldier 11 is safe with Trigger. You can trust her. Now that things are settled, Mobile Squad can take over from here. She'll be okay.
Really? That's great.
You're conflicted. Should you destroy the Silver Company tech?
Is it that obvious? I thought I'd made up my mind to never let this...
Really? This might sound a little selfish, but if it weren't for this evil, I'd never have gotten the chance to meet you, ANBY. Plus, there's no way I could just ignore all the weird stuff that's happened today. For example, that medicine, or how Twiggy turned into an ethereal that seemed more cunning than an average one.
But even so, you're right. It's just... I don't know how to make a decision that I won't regret.
That's a decision that only you can make, ANBY. Well, that brings proxy operating hours to an end. We'll be waiting for you back at the video.
I've made up my...
My mind. Ay, ngumpul semua di sini, anjay. Dia sarkas ya. Mantap banget. Satu yang dulu anjir. Dia pakai kan. Ini dia. Taron. Sini masih ada review toh. Ini dia. Oh, baik, hati-hati. Andi sama tetap baby. Dan wise. Coba cepat siapnya aku tunggu di jalan aku. Ya. Jawa juga sekalian. Ini balik.
Oh, fried chicken burgers are classic for a
Tutur
reason.
bangun main baik.
Soldier 11's going to grill me about eating junk food again if I go back smelling like burgers.
Ah, gitu lanjut. Padahal Soldier 11 itu kan makanan cepat saji juga kan. Ramen.
Burgers don't have a smell. Even if they did, they would dissipate quickly.
No, there's a smell.
Tiba-tiba mulai. Benar.
The scent of burgers definitely lingers, especially when it's a fried chicken burger.
That's not true.
Porsi betul ada lagi.
When did you get here?
I just got here. I heard you mention Soldier 11. Is she doing better? After all, the last time I saw her, she was in pretty rough shape.
Thanks. Soldier 11 would be really happy to know that she's made a full recovery. She's completely regained the same training intensity as before her injury. At least with her body, I mean.
So her body's recovered, but her memory is still affected?
Not quite. I asked ANBY out today to chat with her about what's going on. Her memory has basically reverted to how it was before the injury. She might occasionally get someone's name wrong, but she doesn't mistake her own identity, and her short-term memory is persisting through to the next day.
She's made a recovery. That's great.
It's still too early to say. She seems to have completely blanked out what happened during the incident, including the time she spent with you, ANBY.
Like I said, that's great.
You still feel the same way now? She still believes that she was betrayed and abandoned. She still hates that traitor ANBY.
That's wonderful.
Wonderful.
Hudeen's a way stronger person than me. Strong enough to keep living with hatred. That's powerful. I don't know what to say. All I know for sure is the target of her hatred is me. And that's good. We won't be meeting again. So, I won't get killed by her, or vice versa. But once she turns her hatred towards something, or someone else, things will get dangerous. Hudeen is so pure. She's like an unalloyed metal that combusts even in water. The last thing I ever want to see is her getting hurt by her own flames.
I didn't realize you put that much thought into it.
I was just thinking about it while watching some similar movies lately.
There are movies?
Yeah. Wanna watch it with me next time, Trigger? We can watch it at the videos.
For sure. Drop by anytime.
Thank you, Manager. You're very kind. Even I'd blush when people are nice to me like this.
I think you're really kind too, Trigger. So, are you all still down for burgers? It's on me today.
Selesai dong. Oh enggak. Wih. Puisi. Akhir rahasia agen. Terus absolut coy. Kita lanjut ke 3 porno pas dulu cok. Berapa lagi ini? Gue yang penting pas story dulu dong. Kalau misalnya sisa waktu masih ada nih juga. Kalau sebelum gue memang capek banget, kita mentok di story aja. Gak masalah. Tuh. Pas dulu kali ya. Ngapain gitu? Tapi cuma jadi ini 2 ini guys beres karena
Adjusting for wind.
ada kan agen lain.
I'm here.
Bisa attack.
You're in my sight.
Oh gitu. Bisa attack. Oh gitu. Special attack ya berarti ya. Sama capai special attack.
I'll take point. Support in position.
Oh, alright. Berarti yang
Ether vision activate. Support ready. Show no mercy. Support in position. Copy. Recalibrating. Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
one shot, one kill.
My turn! You so good, open!
Keep up the pressure. Ether vision activate. The melody of combat.
Oh no.
Teacher!
Hold in position. I'll pierce right through. Time to pin them down.
Gotta run.
Oh,
Quick shot.
Why don't you have it tasting like fun?
Target locked.
tadi nggak mati-mati anjir sampai gua tuh lepas basic attack. Oh gak emang kebelet apa? Selesai dari 5 menit, gue 2,5 jam. Aduh, selesai story aja ya. Gue ngantuk soalnya. Panjang juga nih kita, tapi agak ya paling kayak gue kayaknya udah nggak bisa tutup di gitu. Kasih titik 0 ya. Pukul napasnya juga. Haha. Jadi mundur ya berarti ya. Itu opsi ya berarti. Iya. Oh kita tuh nyewa panggung nih.
Our first assignment together is a a missing person commission. There's no need for combat or venturing into any hollows, so it's completely safe. Honestly, I can't think of a better way to test your skills.
To be honest, it feels like you're just filling your quota with this commission.
Don't get me wrong, I'm definitely not trying to pass this off on you. Your ability to navigate the hollow is unquestionable. That's what makes a proxy a proxy. But this role involves more than just that, and this commission is a perfect opportunity. To be honest, the client barely gave us anything to work with, just pieces of info. That's why this is a perfect chance to show off your skills in gathering intel, spotting details, and negotiating. All the makings of a top-tier proxy.
You've made your point. Guess we can't refuse now. Let's do the job.
Keren. Guys, semua orang kayaknya mungkin tahu kalau ini tuh seperti trigger ya. Kabut kuning, mata tertutup.
The client has only provided us with these 3 clues. All we know is that the woman in the photo is your target.
Just a photo. So even the client doesn't know her name, identity, or whereabouts? And what's the deal with the harmonica and the sheet?
The client doesn't seem to have any more info, though it's possible they just don't want to share. But the client did mention if you get stuck, you should try playing the sheet music with the harmonica. Well then, I'll leave this commission in your capable hands. Keep me in the loop if you make any breakthroughs. Just ping me on Knock Knock.
A single photo and a melody. Feels like chasing shadows. Belle, where do you think we should start?
Maybe we should start with Port Elpis. A woman with her eyes covered isn't exactly someone you see every day. Remember when we went to visit the sea? I'm pretty sure we spotted someone like that back, remember? I was in a bad mood that day, so you took me to the port to clear my head. We bought some fries, but you were so busy staring at that girl with her eyes covered, a seagull snatched them right out of your hand.
Sama emang beneran makan kentang goreng ya, bener-bener.
Why do you sound mad? Now that I think about it, that woman did look a lot like the one in the photo. I was just a bit distracted. I didn't mean to stare. Next time I'll make sure to watch my fries more carefully. Well, thanks to you, we've got a lead now. Let's head to the port and see what we can find.
Untuk siapa? Halo. Iya. Makanya pangguran nih, kenapa bisa gitu toh? Pancet toh. Sulit ya.
No luck on my end. Belle, did you find any?
I was wishful thinking to assume that a quick stroll through the port would solve this. But since we're here, might as well give the harmonica a try. Whether it works or not, you owe me some fries before we head back.
I'll do whatever you say, but Belle, would you mind giving the harmonica a try instead? I'm curious to how it sounds.
Wow, you sure know how to set me up.
How do I put this? It sounds okay once you get used to it, but nothing happens. So
Excuse me. Were you the ones playing the harmonica just now?
sorry, my sister didn't mean to make such a commotion.
Yuk,
We'll just
kamu,
wait. You're the one in the photo. Sorry about that. I didn't hear any footsteps, so...
My apologies. Moving quietly is second nature to me. I didn't mean to startle you. If I may ask, where did you learn that melody?
Well, the two of us are proxies, and this song was given to us by a client. I never thought it would actually help us find you. Our client is the one looking for you. Why don't we discuss the
I see. Please lead the way. I'd also like to meet this client.
Let's head back to the store.
Okay, let's go check in with Shepard. Oh, I almost forgot. Your name...
My real name. I haven't used that in a long time.
Anton.
But I do have a code name. You can call me
Makanya
Karen.
kenapa tadi si gue bilang sebenarnya tadi tuh main story Andy juga part 3 dulu kan ya, nggak ada bedanya sih, tapi latar waktunya beda banget. Pas si Bel sama Wes tuh lagi beginner kan.
Miss Caron, I just reached out to the information broker who posted the commission. He should be here shortly, and you'll be able to meet the client soon. Please take a seat on the couch.
Thank you, but please, don't mind me. By the way, the second row from the top on your TV wall, third unit from the left, it has a connection issue.
Oh, let me see. You're right. How did you know? No wonder there's been some lag lately.
I rely on my hearing. I lost most of my vision in an accident. I can just about make out the outlines of my surroundings. To move around like an average citizen, I've trained my other senses to be extremely sharp.
Setengah buta lah ya.
I heard a faint buzzing sound. By moving around the room and noticing the change in sound...
Sorry. I hope my question...
No need to apologize. Vision isn't the only way to perceive the world. As proxies, you two should know that better than most. Anything that can be seen with your eyes...
It's me again! You two found the target already? Wow, Faithin, you guys are incredible. If you're always this fast, you could take on anything.
High efficiency? It's nothing really. By the way, didn't the client come with you? Karen here would like to meet them.
Where to start? It's great that you were able to find the woman in the photo, but there's a new... I can't get in touch with the client anymore. There's been no reply from his knock-knock account since yesterday. I brushed it off at first, but there's still no reply today. Just when I thought he might have skipped town, his account suddenly sent me a location, the edge of a hollow. Who sends something like that in normal circumstances?
Based on what you've said, there's a good chance the client encountered some trouble involving the hollow. Still, it's too early to say for sure.
Either way, I'll keep trying to reach the client. I hope he's all right. Let's stay in touch for now. We won't be wrapping up this commission for a while.
Sorry, but I overheard your conversation. Could you share that location with me? If I investigate the hollow, I might pick up some clues.
You're Miss Charon? No offense, but the hollow isn't somewhere just anyone can waltz into. Without a carrot or combat personnel, it's a death trap. You should wait.
I'm a soldier. I served with the Eridu Defense Force under the Chrysoberyl Division. Even after retiring, I've made countless trips into the hollow. You can trust in my combats. The heart rates of you and the two proxies here seem to have just spiked. Don't worry. My military days are far behind me. I have no current ties with them. As for getting into the hollow, proxies, can I request your assistance? I don't know anyone else who could guide me. I'll pay the commission fee as best I can. If you don't want to be involved, that's fine. I'll think of some.
We'd like to find the client ASAP too. I mean, who's gonna cover our commission fee otherwise? Besides, if we said no, you'd just head into the hollow alone, would—
How did you know?
So that was your plan? You just remind me of how Wise and I used to be. So desperate to find someone that we didn't even care if we were ready or not. Well, since Miss Charon wants to continue to investigate, I'm willing to act as the proxy for no additional fee. You can relax, Shepard.
I see. That works for me. With the client still unreachable, my hands are tied. Please, look into the hollow.
I'm really sorry for troubling you both. Finding this client is very important to me, so I may have acted a bit out of...
No worries. Seeing how determined you are to find the client, we couldn't just sit by and do nothing. Let's work together to find...
Oh. Jadi, gue udah ada gitu ya. Oh, pas belum ada Ferry kayaknya. Gimana nih? Ah iya, aku bisa.
I am the Eye of Obel.
Kita mau pakai ANBY apa? Gila nih.
Standing by. Ooh, we really... Numbers. Is the concert starting? Standing by.
Boleh lah. Nah. Oh iya bener sih, kan bener sih. Iya, pikir tuh kan Puka tapi D5. Ya kok sebenarnya aku masih pakai Puka buat bantu ANBY sih.
Miss Charon, I need some time to calculate the hollow route.
Wah gila, tapi agen lebih gede.
Leave this to me, Proxy. Actually, I've been to this hollow before for reasons. I still remember the way forward clear as day.
Right on cue. Stop! Oh? I wonder if you wait just a little longer. Calculating the path doesn't take that long.
It'd be more efficient to retrace the path we've already walked. Please come with me, Proxy. too long ago. One moment, Foxy. I might have misremembered. I just need to think.
Not bad. I'm sure you're well aware that hollows undergo periodic spatial distortion.
Sorry for being so presumptuous, Proxy. I got ahead of myself and made things difficult for you.
It's no trouble. There's a fissure nearby. We can use it to get back on the right path. By the way, Miss Charon, how are you so fluid when you move and fight? Is it because of your sharper hearing and heightened senses? Mind the blind spot.
That's one part of it. In fact, my eyes gain some unique abilities as they change.
Leave it to me, Ed.
I can't see most things clearly, but I'm able to detect the etheric fluctuations of nearby humans, ethereals, and other objects.
Wait, something's up ahead.
Darah. Oh, mati. Membawa mereka siswa sebenarnya kepada pembunuh Bundesliga. Oh, kita mereka udah mati
What
tuh.
could have happened? Who did this?
Given the depth of the wound and the caliber of the bullet, the killer was a sniper, just like me.
Just like
The surrounding ether levels have significantly increased. What's going on? Hold on. Let me find what's causing the ether level increase. There are multiple devices leaking ether non-stop. Down strategy.
Those are high-pressure ether storage tanks, filled with highly concentrated ether.
What you deserve.
As soon as the valve is opened, the ether will flow out at a fixed rate.
Such high ether concentrations will...
Ih, anjay, event nembak tuh, kayak mikir anjir. Apa yang perlu ditembak?
All high-pressure ether tanks have been disabled. We can keep moving.
Lagi yang mati.
Proxy, there are 4 people over here. They're all still alive. I'm not
Oh,
detecting any ether fluctuate.
Great, that's a relief. Charon, can you confirm there can...
Confirmed. One is seriously injured. A bullet pierced
gila.
their lung. The other 3? No internal injuries, just a few minor wounds. The one with severe wounds. His etheric fluctuations are nearly completely gone.
Help me. It hurts. So cold.
There we can do. I'll contact the hospital, and we can get him out of...
His internal organs are ruptured. He'll bleed out long before we can get him out. No rescue team can beat the clock.
Am I dying? I just...
Game.
Heron, are you okay? Did you get hurt during...
I'm fine, don't worry about me. As I mentioned before, these eyes of mine have their uses. But staring into death, it's
Damn.
not something I...
My head. I remember now. There was a madman, a lunatic who tied me up and dragged me.
I'm not the lunatic you're talking about. Can you stand? There are 2 more unconscious survivors here. If you can, help us carry one of them. Let's get out of here.
Leave? We can leave this place? What about that lunatic who shot?
The culprit should be gone by now. Heron, let's get the survivors out. Follow me.
Apa ya? Wow, gitu. Public security. Oh. Simpan dulu kakaknya. Wah. Wih, gila ini. Damn. Sebenarnya lagi nyantai-nyantai di rumah, tiba-tiba dirampok dia. Aku udah paksa kayak ini, Peng. Oke. ditipu. Ini kalau gimana mereka bisa tertipu seru juga ya. Namanya crime story anjir. Sampai 60 lagi loh. Gila ini. Gila. That's insane, cok. Itu kayak yang di tahun 2025 tuh kayak iya tuh. Ada orang yang ditawarin kerja ke Thailand. Ini warga bikini bottom. Tapi boy ke Kamboja. Wah, gua tinggal nama ini. Persis ini kayaknya. Kalau mau gue penasaran sih ini. Tidak petunjuk di dulu sih.
Thank you all for assisting me, even though I'm a stranger. You've given me value.
It's the least we can do after you saved our lives. If there's anything else you want to ask, go right ahead.
I do have some questions left to ask. Before that, could the three of you introduce yourselves? I'd like to see if there's a pattern to how the killer chose their targets.
I'll go first. My name's Zoe. I used to be a soldier in the Defense Force, but now I'm just working a regular desk job at a private company. Don't let that fool you, though. I've earned my stripes.
I'm Jesse, currently working as an internet information broker. I'm still pretty new at it, though, so I can't think of any reason someone would target.
My turn? I'm Erin. I was also in the Defense Force, but now I'm unemployed. Did you see my friend when you were in the Hollow? She's about my height, with shoulder-length blonde hair and a mole under her eye. We were kidnapped together, but I can't find her anywhere now.
Iya, di bawah apa? Dia bilang, Cok.
If I recall correctly, we didn't come across anyone like that in the Hollow, among both the survivors or the bodies.
It's all right. I'll keep looking. I hope she's okay. We were always inseparable. We even planned to visit Scott Outpost together for Remembrance Day. I never thought something like this would happen.
Remembrance Day?
As the name suggests, it's a day organized by the Defense Force for the families of deceased soldiers and veterans. People gather to mourn their loved ones who died in the fall of the old capital. And find comfort in each other.
I didn't know the Defense Force did that. Huh. Maybe I should go check it out.
If I can't find her anywhere else, I'll head to Remembrance Day alone. Maybe she'll show up there. Was your missing friend also a member of— Yes, she and I were in the same squad.
Kartus.
Obsidian Division's Kartus squad.
Kartus.
This sounds like a series of murders targeting the Defense Force. But Jesse wasn't with the Defense Force.
No, you're probably not far off. Jesse claims to have been up front, but he neglected to mention he was once part of the Defense Force. Right, Jesse?
Well, I just don't like bringing up my past in the Defense Force. It's not like I'm trying to hide it. They're just memories from my time there that I'd rather forget. I was part of Obsidian Division's Noct Squad. That's the absolute truth.
I was also in the Obsidian Division, Impura Squad. I don't know who those who died in the Hollow were, but it seems the killer really is targeting members of the Defense Force.
Wait a second. If I remember correctly, during the fall of the old capital, didn't our three squads work together on a mission outside Hollow Zero?
We did? I don't really remember.
I have a vague memory of it, but there were so many people on the mission, I don't remember your face.
Thank you all for the information. I'm starting to see a pattern in the killer's choice of targets. But there's something else I need to ask. I came to this Hollow because someone I'm searching for sent me its location. And that person was likely being held by the killer as well. Did you happen to see anyone else?
You're not giving us much to go on. At least tell us what kind of person you're looking for, male or female, what they look like. Can't offer much help without that.
Sorry, I don't have much else to share. Even so, if any of you remember anything else that may be useful, please let me know.
You don't even know who they are, yet you're so determined to find them. Is it really going to be an issue if you can't find this person?
Maybe. I've been searching for someone for a long time. They might be the key to achieving my goal.
I see. Whatever happens, I hope you find them. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Thank you. But please, prioritize your own safety. If the killer is targeting former Defense Force members, there's a good chance they'll come after you again. Stay vigilant.
Of course. Once I've checked out Remembrance Day, I'm locking myself in my room and throwing away the key.
Wah, begitu apa tuh?
Phaeton, you've already been to the Hollow and made it back safely?
Did you run all the way here? Do you need a moment? We've already been to the Hollow, but unfortunately,
I'm fine. Did you find any clues?
There are traces left behind. Signs of a kidnapping. It's very likely the client was involved.
Yeah, it seems the client was kidnapped, brought to the Hollow, and later moved again. We're still looking for clues. But why did you rush over to the store? Did you find anything?
Well, just take a look for... I checked a map of New Eridu. This spot, it's another Hollow entrance.
We've been chasing dead ends with absolutely no clues. And now one just appears out of nowhere? Something smells fishy here.
You're sure it's just disappearance for now and nothing more serious has happened, right? If that's the case, the situation is still manageable. No matter how shaky the clue is, let's keep investigating. Just be careful. Any casualties and this will become something beyond our control. At that point, stop the commission and contact me. I'll bring in some professional Hollow experts to deal with the situation.
Thank you for not revealing what really happened to that information broker.
Don't mention it. But I have to ask, why are you doing this? Calling for help might have been the safest way to...
The killer is a sniper who has no qualms about taking lives. Judging by the victim's injuries, it's clear they know how to deal a fatal blow and how to inflict pain without causing death. Most Hollow Raiders lack experience dealing with snipers. If they encounter the killer, it's likely to end in a difficult fight, or worse, casualties. And besides...
Cara pendek ya berarti.
Asking for help from others would only delay the search. The client is at risk right now, so I think we should follow the clues and enter the Hollow as soon as...
I helped you keep this from Shepard, but I have to admit, it's just too dangerous. What if this lead is a trap? Who even knows who's really behind the client's message?
I understand. I really do. But what if we're late and something happens to the client?
Why is the client so important to you, Charon? Would you be willing to tell us? Are you so set on finding them because they're connected to the person you've been looking for?
The client's true identity might be the very person I've been looking for. And if not, they most certainly have some vital information. Since leaving the military, I've spent years searching for my missing teammates. They were more than just comrades who trusted me with their lives. To me, someone raised as an orphan. They were family. I've scoured countless hollows and every corner of New Eridu to find them, but I've never found a single lead. Until I met you and heard that melody on the harmonica. It's called Homecoming. My squad leader composed it. Only our squad knew it. And yet that client of yours not only knows the song, but also gave you the sheet music. Please, Proxy. This client is the only lead I have left. I'm certain my teammates are still alive. If this trail goes cold, I don't know when I'll get another chance to reunite with them.
Oh. Trail goes cold itu berarti bahasa Indonesia-nya kalau cuma itu pucuk hilang ya.
I get how anxious you must feel. Let's face this together. But this time, we really need to be extra careful.
Thank you, Proxy. I feel much better knowing I have your support. You can trust me. I'll protect you if the killer is really waiting for us in the hollow. We'll make it out in one piece.
Okay. Tapi udah sampai ambil tuh. Bilang sekarang.
I've got your back.
Officer 140, is the concert starting? Huh? Is something the matter?
Ooh.
I am the Eye of Obel.
Officer, is the concert starting?
Kok bisa ya?
Huh? Ooh. Officer 148, Juyuan, ready.
Yes, satu.
Looks like there's something here. Is this a communicator?
Proxy, look at this. A communicator left right at the hollows.
Why is there a communicator here?
There's hardly any dust on its surface, which means it was only placed here recently. It looks like someone wants us to use it.
Oh, such decisiveness. Following random location info without even thinking twice. I'm glad, Sniper of Liar Squad.
Liar Squad? What's that? Wait, who are you?
Sniper. Or should I say Kara now? Haven't you shared your past with our dear Proxy? If introductions aren't your strong suit, I'd be happy to show you how. You can call me Grim Vulture, the one behind this string of murders. You see, I've been working my way down a list, crossing off names. And now, Charon of Liar Squad.
Looks like you've done your homework on me. Just because my presence interfered with your plan, you've decided to take me out for good?
I thought you were just going to be another obstacle in my way. And now, with you in my sights, This must be some kind of...
I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I'm looking for someone. Given that you're waiting at the hollow entrance they shared, I'm guessing you have them. If you hand them over, perhaps we can make a deal.
So your version of making a deal is stalling for time to locate me and lining up your shots? Can't say I'm surprised. You seem to have rather unique eyes. But you'll never get the chance to hit me. After all, no one's better at counter-sniping than me.
Seems talking won't resolve this, but I'm not averse to using force.
Now that's the spirit! If you're looking for someone, why not search the hollow for clues? Providing you can survive both my attacks. Oh, and I prepared a little gift for all your friends.
Mancing kok.
I hope you still have that determined look on your face after...
Cuman ya, mantap. Apa nih? Ya lo.
Watch out for Grim Vulture taking shots from afar.
Oh, kecil.
Adjusting for wind.
Is there nothing we can do?
Oh,
Taking the shot.
dulu.
Keep up the pressure.
I found a box. Something feels off about it.
Oh, ini detect. Ya.
You still remember what's inside the box, right? Your loyal teammate's cap. The one Sticks always wore.
Time to focus.
Curious as to how he died. I'll tell you.
Okay. Oh gitu kalau
He took his own life. No, it wasn't much different from being off by ethereal one.
An opening! Time to hit. Drop the weapon!
Ethereals had almost completely taken over his body. He was being drugged, covered in laser crystals. His whole was almost fully formed.
Keep up the pressure.
Another high-pressure ether tank. And a lot of ethereals have already been drawn to it.
lokasi menembak City yang sangat aman. Gila. Oh.
We did it, Proxy. Let's keep moving. I want to catch that murderer as soon as possible.
Teron. Dia menikmati ya, gitu. Bukan mengingat bahasanya kan menghayati tuh. Pasti tempat-tempatnya ditangkap. Teron.
Increase firepower.
As expected of such a famous, beautiful commander, even her looks are stylish.
Oh gitu. Otomatis ya dia ya. Oke, nggak bisa.
Such a pity. In the end, like her hands were missing. Don't you think that's a shame, little sniper?
Better clear out. Orders.
Oh, that's amazing.
Hands up!
It's beautiful hands. People can no longer hold. Cereal's gnawed off her arm, and part of her leg as well.
Let them hear you.
Taking the shot.
But she still has the backbone. She stood tall, even in death.
Fire as well! Suppressing fire.
It's just as I said. She died from multiple fatal wounds. Even the most beautiful flower will wither without protection, won't it?
Adjusting for wind.
Do you think I'm telling the truth or a lie this time?
How long do you intend to keep up this game of cat and mouse? Keep up the pressure.
Gila.
Congratulations! You found the third box. Inside is... Who was it again? Oh, right. A piece of light
Yeah, okay, yeah,
fabric
yeah.
from Cocytus's clothes and some damaged engineering gear stained with Leafy's blood. There weren't enough boxes, so I had to cram them together. They're just a medic and an engineer. Not exactly combat material, right? Surely you're not mad, are you?
Enough already! Using her squad mates, her family to mentally torture her? That's vile. How much longer are you planning?
Oh dear. Did I go too far? My sincerest apologies.
Dia
It's
dia
just
ngomongnya pasti
watching you plunge headfirst into a trap was so
Betul.
entertaining. I may have gotten a bit carried away, you know? Relax. The person you're looking for isn't here. And those are just fakes. I didn't actually take them from her comrades. Her comrades are long since corpses in the hollow, after all.
Oh. Wah. Oh.
A decisive strike to be sure. But as I've already said, your awareness, sight, and experience mean nothing in front of a more skilled sniper.
I didn't expect to kill you so easily. There was a subtle change in your ether fluctuations the moment I fired. That was all I needed. You knowing my past makes me feel sick. But after seeing that you're just a coward who feels fear from another's killing intent, it doesn't bother me as much anymore.
Coward, you say? How fascinating! You were little more than a hollow shell before. But now that you've bared your teeth, you've started looking somewhat... I know your composure is nothing more than a facade. You've never truly faced the weight of your comrades' deaths, have you?
Karen and I both believe her squad is still alive. You can drop the act. Why are you so fixated on Karen? Just because she used to be in the defense force? She has nothing to do with your target.
Nothing to do with it. Then why don't you go ask her about it? What surprises me more is you actually believe her teammates are still alive.
Shut up.
Diam kau.
If she won't tell you, I will. Those so-called alive squad mates of hers went missing during the fall of the old capital. When the old capital fell, countless Defense Force soldiers were either killed by ethereals or became them. Obviously, Her squad mates, the
But-
members of Liar Squad, were among the dead. But since their bodies were never found, she insists they're still alive. Even going as far as to deceive her own proxy. It's a laugh.
I didn't lie to the proxy. They're alive. I have proof. Someone like you could never understand.
I could never understand? Huh. You think it's hard to
Yeah,
understand
yeah.
your childish thought process? If you really have solid proof, why not tell me? Come on, let's hear it!
My eyes. I lost nearly 90% of my vision during the fall of the old capital. But in return, I gained the ability to see what others can't. Every second of every day for years, I've seen my squad mates. Not as fleeting shadows, but vivid and lifelike. They've never disappeared. They're alive, waiting for me to find them. Why else would I have been given these eyes?
That's your proof? Did you hear that? Proxy hiding in the bamboo. She spent years chasing after people who couldn't possibly exist. All because of some ghostly. You'd rather believe those visions of your teammates are real-time projections than accept that they're dead. What if I told you the way I described their deaths before? Will you finally face reality? Or will you keep fooling yourself, believing in ghosts? I guess you'll keep deceiving yourself. Because that's how you survive.
I'm not lying to myself. I
really want to find your squad mates who have been missing for years and were officially declared dead? To give yourself some so-called reason to go on? To latch on to any stupid excuse? You're just a selfish, naive coward who did nothing and couldn't do anything when your comrades were dying!
Iya. Pemain apa psikologis ya.
Giving up already? At least you've got a shred of dignity left. Nothing disgusts me more than a useless hypocrite. Enough of this. Time to die, coward.
Tidak terus kok.
Charon is not a coward. Someone who'd enter perilous hollows just to find what they seek.
Iya, pas
Someone
dia
who'd play music to
begitu
his
deh
at
itu.
the very least. She's far braver than a criminal like you, who hides in the shadows, enjoys torturing others, and is constantly in fear of being—
Proxy.
Your proxy sure has a way with words. I won't waste any more of my breath. Just die already.
I've completed analysis of the surrounding fissures. Charon, snap out of it. We can use that fissure to escape.
Fissures? When did you...
Sampun Pak. Gila.
Charon, do you want some hot cocoa? I'm sure you're exhausted after such a tough fight.
Thanks, but I'm fine.
Don't listen to Grim Vulture. They'd say anything to get under your skin. Once we start doubting the truth, we've fallen into their trap.
No, Proxy. I think Grim Vulture has a point. Maybe it's all just in the things Grim Vulture left. When I touched them, I was reminded of the day the old capital fell. I felt the same sensation when I touched an— I tried to shake off that feeling. But the truth is, I can't stop thinking about the possibility that all my squad mates—
Would you be willing to share more? What really happened to you and Liar Squad on the day the old capital fell?
That day, in the first hour Hollow Zero started expanding, Defense Force HQ thought it was just a normal Hollow disaster. Liar Squad was among the first troops sent there.
Yeah.
Before we left, our superiors promised reinforcements would be on the way to support us in combat. But soon after we began the mission, we realized things weren't going to go like we thought. The ethereals came at us like an endless tide. The Defense Force troops outside the Hollow soon realized this was no ordinary disaster. Hollow Zero was devouring Eridu at horrifying speed. The reinforcement plan was called off,
Iya nanti cok.
and the promised troops retreated. Honestly, Even if they had come to help, it wouldn't have changed anything. I watched as members of the advanced force around me died one after another, or were corrupted into ethereals. Our squad slowly lost the strength to maintain formation.
Tidak perhitungan lah ya, miscalculation.
I was a weak point in our formation. An ether shot fired by an ethereal hit my eyes, corrupting them. Because of that and several other wounds, I shortly lost consciousness. I'm not sure how long I was out, but just before losing my vision, I briefly regained consciousness. The last thing my eyes saw was my squad mate standing in front of me, looking back. When I woke up again, I was already back at base. The higher-ups detonated the Shiryu pillars, and finally managed to bring Hollow Zero under control. I don't know who rescued me from the Hollow, but none of my squad mates had made it out. For some reason, the image of my squad mates being the last thing I saw has stayed in my mind. It must be some kind of sign. A sign that they're still alive. Don't you think?
They
must have continued fighting after I fell unconscious. Eventually getting lost in some hollow and losing contact with the main force. The defense force, civilians, no one believes me. So I decided to find them myself. The reason behind these eyes, it's got to be to guide me to finding them still alive. Am I wrong, Proxy? Are these eyes pointless? I knew that's what you thought. Interpreting what my eyes see as proof my squad mates are still alive is just wishful thinking. But if they're really gone, why would I have been given these eyes, which bring nothing but pain? If they're truly no longer alive, how can I apologize to them in person? Tell them I'm sorry. Sorry for being so weak. Their faces are all so blurry. I can't see their expressions. I can't even bear to look at them. If their final look at me was filled with resentment and disappointment, I wouldn't know how to handle it.
Lap air mata, anjir.
Charon, listen to me. Even if everyone else thinks you're wrong, Wise and I will never dismiss your determination to fight. You don't need to make any justifications, because someone close to us is missing too. And we desperately hope she's still alive. Even if the whole world doesn't understand, we will never give up. But I also think being consumed by this obsession, unable to move forward, that's not what those who matter to us would want.
Belle is right. Listen, Charon, you're such a kind person. Maybe that's why you feel responsible for protecting everyone and blame yourself when you can't do enough. But you don't have to carry it all on your own.
Wah, kalimat yang cukup menyenangkan.
Yeah. Right now, the best thing you can do is trust us. We can be sure that Vulture hasn't killed the client yet. As long as we have that lead, there's still hope. We'll support you. No one can dismiss your determination or will. No matter how things turn out, we'll stand by your side and we'll face it together.
Proxy, thank you. I feel better now.
Sorry to disturb you at this hour. Did you go investigate that new hollow? How's it going? mind. The client just shared a new location with me.
They're pretty eager, huh? Which hollow is it? This...
No, it's not a hollow. If I'm reading this right,
Scott
this
Outpost.
location is Scott Outpost.
Scott Outpost? Isn't that managed by the Defense Force and White Star Institute? What's Grim Vulture up to?
It's Remembrance Day. Don't you recall what Aaron said before? They're holding an event right now, and the place will be open to the public.
So, they're not trying to lure us into a hollow this time. What's the deal? Are they trying to taunt us?
Whether it's a provocation or a trap, I'm not missing any chance to face Grim Vulture. Proxy, will you go with me?
Tuh, bisa langsung cok. Kitanya sini. Selamat pagi. Adil. Segi. Orang. Dapat ya. Jeron. Filmnya cepat. Terus seperti itu. Wah, itu orang lu. Zita, Sally, ibu sudah lewat 1 tahun lagi. Tips istri. Yeah. Ini kekasih. Oh.
Miss, I'm sorry for being mean to you before. Mom told me you were protecting Dad until the very last moment before you passed out. I shouldn't have said you left him to die.
I'm really sorry. Zita was really young when it happened, so she was too little to understand. And I haven't really talked to... No, she was right. If only I'd been strong enough to take down most of the ethereals. Maybe they...
Oh, that's not fair. The old capital was falling. No single person's strength could ever be the deciding factor.
In spite of it all, you survived. If they were still here, I'm sure they'd see that as some...
I've always known the truth. I failed to protect them. A weakling like me survived, and the rest of them disappeared without a trace. This isn't solace. That's something I can't face. I've never had the courage to tell you I couldn't protect your loved ones. All I can do is wander New Eridu, hoping to find some trace of them. Even after all this time, I still haven't accomplished anything. I'm so...
You really don't know us at all. This isn't the worst possible outcome by any means. Styx, my husband, and all his comrades who lost their lives, each one of them left behind their own legend. Just look all around you. Everyone standing before you is a legacy they protected that is carried on to the... After my husband passed away, Zita and I received survivor benefits. And with all the odd jobs I've been doing, Styx always wanted our daughter to study art, and Zita's interested in it too. Now, that dream has become a reality. She just got accepted into the art school in Janus Quarter.
Mom and I have our tough days, but I often think of Dad's cheerful laughter, and that memory gives me the strength to keep pushing through. One day, it'll all pay off, just like it has now.
Thank you for always being by my husband's side, even at the very end.
Well, I suppose you must have heard about my condition from my son?
Ethel, Kakaitis used to tell me about you. He often took leave or skipped work to earn extra money by part-timing, or to care for you when you were sick in bed.
Yes, that's true, but I bet he never told you my illness became so bad that I needed major surgery, and he worked his tail off to raise the money. Who would have thought? I used the benefits from his death for the surgery, and that's the only reason I'm here today. In a way, his passing allowed my life to continue.
Iya, wah ini sebenarnya kedengaran kerja tapi ya tidak ada salah sih dengan menggunakan apa namanya uang tunjangan untuk tiap petani itu kasih kayak gitu.
Every time I think about it, I feel like I need to keep my body healthy and live a few more years. The sights I see, I believe he can sense them from somewhere far away. When I was too weak to take care of him, it was you and your comrades who stayed by his side. Thank you.
As for me, well, I'm currently working as a fashion designer.
Fashion designer. Is that because of Acro?
It is. I'm sure you remember how much she loved beautiful things. She was always into fashion, so I decided to become part of that world. I admit I had no idea how fun fashion design could be until I actually gave it a shot. I wish I'd figured that out. Anyway, I'm planning to start my own fashion brand next year. She used to say that after retiring from the army, she wanted to pursue fashion design. I really want to carry on her dream. It feels like my life's purpose. You know, she used to talk about you when she came home for the holidays. How your rivalry pushed her to keep improving. So, thank you. I'm proud of my sister. And I'm proud of you, too.
As you can see, all of us have made it to this day, carrying the will of those we loved. So please don't say they left nothing behind. They've always been a part of every pain and joy we've experienced over the years. Please remember, everything and everyone in New Eridu is only here today because you all risked your lives in battle.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. It's been wonderful to hear about how you're all doing and to listen to these words. I'm so glad I decided to come here on Remembrance Day.
Pengertian lah ya dan melepaskan mereka yang telah.
Speaking of which, I wasn't expecting to see any of you. What brings you here today?
I could ask you the same thing, Ethel. Last time I asked, you said you weren't coming. I only came because I suddenly got a DM from Nathan. He said he really...
I'm here because of Nathan's message, too. He was pretty insistent, so I thought he'd be here.
So, it's the same for all of us. I responded to his message, but he never wrote back.
Sorry, but who's this Nathan you're talking about?
Nathan is Lethe's younger brother. Frankly, out of all of us, he's probably the one who wants to see you the most. He used to be part of the defense force himself, and...
The day the old capital fell, his squad was responsible for supporting the forces that had already entered the Hollow. He's told us that story so many times. When they saw how bad things were in that Hollow, some of the reinforcements called off their plans and pulled back. He tried to stop them, but there was nothing he could do.
He always blamed himself and wanted to find you to apologize. But the truth is, the reinforcements retreating was inevitable. Shortly after their retreat, headquarters issued the official order. We all lost someone in that disaster. And for a while, we resented the reinforcements for their decision. But over time, we came to understand it, and we eventually let it go. There was no avoiding casualties in that battle. In hindsight, it wasn't wrong for headquarters to prioritize saving their strength.
May I ask what the name of Nathan's squad was when—
The Impera squad of the Obsidian Division. Is something wrong?
Nothing. It's just... I think I might have stumbled upon the answer I was...
Jatuh. Jatuh. Yang sisanya
Is that Zoe on the
Is she here to speak for the soldiers? That seems fitting. She's cut medals after all. I don't see Jesse or Aaron anywhere. Didn't they come?
Everyone please, quiet down. Zoe, of Nemesis Squad, a representative of the veterans, will...
Hello, everyone.
Okay.
I'm honored to stand here and speak on behalf of all of the soldiers of the Defense Force. Today, we gather to commemorate Remembrance Day. Many of us lost relatives or friends in the disaster, and I am no exception. Every member of my squad perished in that battle, leaving me as the only survivor. Losing the friends you cherish to the Hollow is a pain that never fades. It's a sorrow that will stay with us. However, to the families of the fallen soldiers, hold your heads high with pride for your loved ones who gave their lives. They fought to the very last moment when the old capital fell. Death isn't the end, nor dishonor. It is their eternal medal. They gave their lives facing an unstoppable disaster, exchanging their sacrifice for the world we have today. In doing so, they fulfilled their duties as soldiers to perfection. Without the blood they spilled, Eridu would not have endured, and new Eridu would never have risen from the ashes. In honor of the wishes of the departed, look ahead, people of New Eridu. Our thoughts and remembrance of those who passed will be carried in every flicker of candlelight and in every bouquet of flowers. My speech was meant to end here, but since you all seem quite engaged, please allow me to share. The reason you all agree with what I've said is because it offers a way to step away from the pain. That's what the living do. They seek ways to ease the weight of others' deaths, so they can find a way to start over. This is the new Eridu of today. A huge disaster consumed the old capital, and the people who survived it keep saying things like, treasure the moment and start fresh to numb themselves, hoping to forget the nightmare. No one talks about the soldiers who gave their lives in Hollow Zero. No one asks why they had to die. The brave gave their lives battling the ethereal onslaught, while the weak survived. This is New Eridu, built by weaklings. Its order founded upon their way of thinking.
Kenapa dia tuh pikir begitu? Itu sebuah kalimat menyebalkan gitu ya.
Your applause makes me realize you all accept this logic. Each of you had loved ones who sacrificed their lives in the fall of the old capital. And now, you're thankful that someone has encouraged you to move on from them. What meaning does the sacrifice of those who died have if you all choose to forget? Have you never thought about why your own loved ones had to die? And why no one is responsible?
Miss Zoe, there's not much...
Open your eyes! I'm speaking to those who have lost loved ones! If death is the medal for the fallen, then pain is the cross the living must bear. If you fear its weight and run from the suffering, the soldiers will never find peace in their eternal rest.
Wah, ini sih.
To tear the wound open once again, so you'll never forget the searing pain. That's the real meaning of Remembrance Day.
I don't agree.
Hey.
Charon, I Didn't expect you to be here for Remembrance Day.
Kenapa dia?
How are things going with your search? Seems like you have something to say.
Stop with your emotional damage, anjir.
Among the people standing here, there's a woman who raised her daughter with the survivor benefits left by her husband. Another who's been able to carry on with her life thanks to the final efforts of her child. The will of the deceased lives on in every person here. The soldiers who died during the fall of the old capital fought for this. The future that their loved ones are making for themselves now. The old me might have agreed with what you said, but someone taught me that pain and hardship can lead to hope. They helped me see that hope could be inherited, not just destroyed when life fades. That's why I believe the departed didn't leave us wounded or with a heavy cross to bear, but with a melody. Each of us holds a harmonica that plays the melody of life. At first, it may sound awkward, but it will eventually flow smoothly, taking on our own style, until it merges with our soul.
You seem quite certain about what you're saying. Tell me then, what kind of melody is left behind?
I'm not sure. I can't picture the exact melody, but I trust the answer I've chosen. And I trust everything I've seen and heard.
A vague and insubstantial answer. I was right about you, Charon. From the moment we met, I knew we'd never really understand.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Everyone, I apologize for taking up your time. My speech ends here. Please feel free to continue with...
What do you think, Proc?
Something was definitely off about her just now.
You mean about her real identity, right? Looks like we're on the same page. Shielded by her identity as a decorated soldier, she seemed pretty confident that we wouldn't confront her directly on military ground, like at the outpost. She arrived so brazenly and left without a care. If I'm right about this, she'll be trying to contact us again.
Looks like you're a little busy, so I'll keep it short. The client just sent me a location via Knock Knock, along with a picture of several unconscious, tied-up individuals. I'll send you the location shortly. It should be an entrance to the Hollow in Port Elpis. At this stage, I don't have any further requests. My only hope is that you'll
A location with a picture of the hostages. Looks like Grim Vulture is losing patience and wants to...
Charon, what's your plan? With everything that's happened, no matter what you choose, I'll stay by your side till the very end.
I've made up my mind. Proxy, please accept my official commission. Help me venture into the depths of the Hollow to rescue the client, and it's up to me to stop Grim Vulture. Stop her from crushing everything in front of her. I've got your back.
Ooh, we really harmonize. Standing by.
Dun, 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 dun.
Charon, look! Another communicator.
Hai, aku di sini sayang. Coba tangkap aku.
Another communicator. It's a bad habit for a sniper to be so talkative.
Oh, really? I think it's rather good for my mental health to witness in real time how my target becomes desperate and gives up
Iya,
their strength.
kau butuh apa? Killer yang apa tuh? Paling killer yang berbahaya tuh biasanya gak banyak ngomong ya. Ini bacotnya banyak banget anjir.
Do you really still need to disguise your voice? I thought you didn't want to hide anymore, Zoe.
Kok bisa?
You're right. Seems there's no need for secrecy anymore. I, Zoe, the sniper known as Grim Vulture
Kok
of
bisa gitu?
Nemesis Squad, send you my regards.
Zoe. No. Grim Vulture. You, like me, were one of the advanced troops deployed to suppress Hollow Zero right after the fall knocked Cortez and Impera squad. So far, all the victims have been members of these squads. They were initially supposed to enter the Hollow. Nemesis, your squad, lacking reinforcements, lost everyone except you in the fall of the old capital. You blamed their deaths on the absence of reinforcements and sought revenge on them. That's my conclusion. Just like me. The fall of the old capital left you entirely alone.
A sniper, the sole survivor, a mere pawn abandoned by the military. Don't you think we're very much alike? The Impera squad member, Nathan, the one you're searching for, he pleaded with me to let him go when I was about to kill him, saying he had to see you no matter what. I let him live to get all sorts of information on you. I was so curious about you that I even set a trap, disguising myself as a victim. It turns out we share the same story. We even got the same PTSD symptoms.
Bedanya
After all these years, we still see images of our teammates before they die. It's impossible to erase them from our
jadi Nemesis aja. Lin.
It's just, you use ridiculous fantasies to numb yourself, chasing after illusions of your squad mates. Well, I can't afford to be as
Buat dia
naive.
jadi insane ya.
One night, when I was overwhelmed with the unbearable images of
Dia
my
nggak
comrades'
melepaskan
death, vomiting and
kematian
crying,
teman-temannya sih.
finally realized the
Teman
meaning behind
tegang aja lagi makanya. Ini tuh muncul dari situ aja. Itu dendam aja dia. Iri dengki, bukan nggak. Itu yang dia dendam.
begging me to destroy the
Iri,
repulsive,
Iri dan minta
hypocritical new
nggak pernah sholat. Dia
So, I carried on their will. I began kidnapping targets and sniping them in the hollow, watching as they became corrupted and died and
Do you really think this is what they'd want?
What else? Would they want me to be like you, playing at a game of finding my missing squad mates, accepting their deaths when I'm done playing, and then forgiving the very enemy who kills them? What a noble and virtuous gesture. Forgive on behalf of fallen comrades, coexist with new
ya lu fantasi anjir. Itu yang hidup di masa lalu tuh. Itu udah dia tuh ikat aja teman-temannya di dalam gitu. Dia yang fantasi itu ya dia tuh ya tidak hidup di Renal, dia jadi hidup di masa sekarang tuh.
me to forgive you. After our first conversation, I was certain. I must end your life myself to prove I'm right.
That's exactly what I wanted to say to you, too. Because we've suffered the same hardships, I can't accept the path of destruction you've chose, Jesse, Aaron, Nathan, the client I've been searching for, and any other targets of revenge you've set your sights on. They all feel regret and struggle over the choices they made back then. But you can't see any of that. You didn't target the higher-ups who misjudged the situation, the dangerous ethereals who killed your comrades, or the ones responsible for the fall of the old capital. Instead, you went after the easiest targets. Grim Vulture, as a sniper of the Eridu Defense Force, you have failed in your duty. To preserve the will and hope left by my comrades, I'm going to put an end to your actions right here.
That suits me just fine. A sniper should let the gun do the talking. Make it to the deepest part of the hollow alive, and I'll meet you with nothing but raw metal.
Oh.
Since you made it here, let me reward you with a few things.
Hadiah yang gue dapet nih, lu.
Adjusting for wind.
Not Cartus, Impura, and any other squad.
Easy.
Did you know the reinforcements that were meant to back us up ended up deciding to retreat? Relying on a show of hands to vote, isn't that ridiculous? Our lives were guarded in such an absurd way, like a kindergarten election for class monitor.
Jesse and Aaron, do you have them too? Or are they already?
You still care about them? Or should I say...
Time to focus fire.
It looks like I haven't made enough of a threat to your life if you still have the time to worry about them.
Yeah.
Watch! Don't freak now!
Time to pin them down.
Wide open.
You're in my sight.
Why not leave their faces as an unsolved mystery?
Target's weary.
Hope you enjoy.
Right on cue.
Normally that's more suspenseful, right?
The wind and rain are picking up.
This extreme weather is perfect for sending you to your grave. No one will hear your screams and cries as you die.
Adjusting for wind. Can't catch me.
By the time the rain stops,
Pin them down.
I wonder, do you remember the weather on the day the old capital fell? You made it. Part of the hollow. Such determination deserves praise. Now, time for the final showdown we agreed on.
Ether vision activate.
Really foolish is the only way to put it. What sniper would ever confront their enemy head on?
Loyalty.
I prepared a little gift for you.
This bullet will reach its mark.
I hate dangerous material disgusting and corrupting a high-ranking officer.
This song is dedicated.
It wasn't easy luring it here. You can play with it for a while. never is the one who's been forced into a corner, like you!
Tarik nafas dalam-dalam.
The wind.
Oh,
It's shifting.
I won't fall for your distractions so easily. What?
anjay.
I will surpass you with my own melody of victory.
Damn!
Yes.
And let the wind be the opening notes.
Wah. Teror kan ada figurnya.
No! Wake up!
Mati dia. Dia sembuh loh.
What's this?
Oh, tak penting kayaknya gitu. Anjir.
Just you? Where's your friend, the proxy?
Ah. Itu yang kau dapatkan dari mengutukan dendam.
The proxy went to rescue the hostages. I want to speak with you alone.
Dia masih hidup ya, tapi ya.
A sniper should always monitor the changes to their surroundings, factoring the environment into their tactics. Being blinded by the intent to kill and failing to take this into account was your downfall.
Didn't expect to be lectured by a youngster. What a disgrace. When my view was blocked, I realized you'd used the visual blind spot to reposition. So I adjusted my aim accordingly.
Your prediction and accuracy were spot on. I was just saved once again by this. By both this harmonica and by my former comrades.
Oh, harmonika ya, yang dipeting, makan dia nggak tembus.
Are you trying to say that this is destiny? That it's the will of my companions guarding me? I lost to the wave of ethereals, to the military's betrayal. And now I lose to your reckless actions, driven by some ridiculous fantasy.
Betul ya, fantasi padahal ya sisi kita ya ini fantasi soalnya.
Your fantasy, your attitude,
Dia ngomong gini tuh, itu ngerat ke dirinya sendiri juga ya.
They are the greatest denial and insult to my revenge.
Yet you're emitting a much calmer ether energy now. Almost as if you found relief.
My vision is fading. I can't see my comrades on the brink of death anymore. My wounds are fatal, but I don't feel any pain. Relief. It's not such a bad thing.
Did you intend for me to kill you from the start?
Let me answer that question with a story. The first time I saw you was actually during the fall of the old capital. My comrades were all dead, and the reinforcements the higher-ups promised before the mission never came. I can't even remember how long the fight went on. Ultimately, I had no choice but to retreat, failing to bring back my squad mates' bodies.
Ya sebenarnya tidak apa-apa atau enggak tuh sebenarnya relatif sih, dari sudut pandang. Kalaupun misalnya kita gagal mati pun ya kita kembali, mungkin sebagai orang kembali memandang kita tuh kayak hina atau apa. Tapi kalau misalnya ya kita kayak dikasih kesempatan kedua atau apa tuh, jadi kita dikasih kesempatan untuk berkontribusi lagi terhadap dia lagi gitu.
I made my way through one battle line after another. The advanced troops were nearly wiped out. But when I reached a certain front, a small squad of survivors called out to me.
Itu kita tembak itu masih bisa ngomong ya. Ini normal itu dia harusnya langsung mati ya. Bukan sekarang kayak gitu. Ini berarti senapannya Tuhan tuh tidak membuat dia tuh kata-kata sedap ya, tapi itu cukup buat dia.
Few people can still stand after such severe corruption and injury, but all 5 of them were still fighting. They were protecting a girl who had... They told me they were beyond saving. And if I planned to retreat, I must take the girl with me. I couldn't turn down the last request of a group of heroic soldiers about to die in battle. Your comrades entrusted your life to me. I was the one who brought you out of the hollow. You already know what happened afterward. It didn't take long for you to leave the Defense Force after you. I developed PTSD so intense that sometimes I couldn't even hold a normal conversation. But for me, the hardest blow was the death of my squad. To an orphan like me, they were family.
Tapi yang adalah action lu selanjutnya tuh bentuknya seperti apa? Apa lu mungkin bakal sebenarnya berubah ke kayak psikolog, atau lu Wenro gitu kayak ini kan karakter jadi villain nemesis ini membuat kacauan, atau lu ya terus melepaskan dan menjadi orang.
If the reinforcements had kept their word and provided support, they wouldn't have died for nothing.
Ya,
Don't you ever have that thought?
Iya, kita yang tidak salah dong.
To say I don't would be a lie, but I think deep down you know. From the moment we stepped into the Hollow, there was no way we were getting saved. Given how quickly the Hollow was spreading, and the ever-increasing number of ethereals, it would take the sacrifice of countless Defense Force troops to suppress it. It wasn't something that could have been accomplished in such a short time. The reinforcements would have only been a drop in the bucket. Canceling the reinforcements, sending the advanced troops to rescue as many civilians as possible to minimize casualties. I think most commanders would have made the same decision.
Ini pemikiran yang cerdas.
Objective and cold logic. I understand it, of course. But when you see members of the reinforcements living happy lives years later, can you still keep your composure? I couldn't. Even if the chance was minuscule, I wanted my squad mates to survive. But they turned that chance to zero and still have the nerve to embrace a peaceful future.
Ya lu hidup bersama kanak-kanak kok anjir. tidak melihat ke depan yang masih ada peluang untuk berkontribusi dengan orang lain. Yang iya yang patah sih tuh lu.
I can't help but resent them. By the time I realized what I'd done, I had already taken several lives. Nathan. When I tied him up and was about to kill him, he begged me to spare him, saying he had something to give you, no matter what. That was when you re-entered my line of sight. I think I've said this before. We're very similar, yet we have completely opposite beliefs. After meeting you, I became even more certain. In the face of suffering, I chose destruction, while you were destined to choose to protect. But you're still entangled in your obsession with your squad mates. If this continues, you'll eventually sink into a void of despair. Your hope is like a bubble ready to burst at any moment.
Malam-malam masih ini, aku udah lagi jam selesai ini.
The version of you I want to kill is the complete one, who can firmly reject my answer. If you haven't found your answer yet, then I'll be the one to push you forward. I kill you, or you end me. Either way works. But after seeing your growth, maybe I'd prefer you to step over my body. That's the final answer.
Hey, mama, ya aman. Welcome.
Why? Emptiness and doubt. No matter how many targets of my revenge I took down, nothing changed. Aiming my gun at former comrades, drowning in hate and rage, all it left but your difference. You've gained unconditional trust from the proxy. You have the courage to fight through my trap. And eventually, you'll have a melody that's uniquely yours. My belief has faltered. I finally remember. My squad mates were fools, just like you. You're right. They would never want me to become this way. I talk about carrying their cross. But in truth, I never carried their will. So be it. Take the hostage and go. The one stained with the blood of others deserves nothing but a miserable end. I'm looking forward to how long you'll be able to protect those in front of your eyes.
Di masa depan dia nanti protek si hari episode 11 ini. Dia tuh protek yang bagus ini. Selamat jalan. Waktu itu. Terus kakak tuh ya nggak ditolong sih.
I can still be played after taking a bullet. Impressive.
Ayo, ini masih ada ini apa sih?
This is my final melody to you. No matter how miserable you've become, I'll still remember you. Remember we once shared the same path in life. But in the end, our paths diverged. Your hatred has long twisted into sin. But if not for you, I wouldn't have learned how to hate, or found the true targets of my hatred.
Hati kayaknya ya.
I used to know nothing. My teammates served as my teachers and taught me so much. And I think you must be my final teacher. You taught me, in the most intense way, what hatred truly means.
Really? So you found someone you want revenge against, too. That's good.
Anak anjay. Tidak, gue nggak butuh sih. Tapi alright, memahami jahat itu memang sesuatu yang seru. Lakukan ke public skripsi secara anonim. Diseiring. Dia baca angin tuh hebat juga ya. Nah, ya. Ya pikirannya pasti benar. Kapan nih? Astaga, ini Erin cok. Oh. Dua kali anjir. Alah. Bukan. Hmm. Iya loh. Wah, iya. Pas bulannya siapa percaya pada kita. Oke, itu sih deh itu sih. Ini Eri nih. Rupanya kamu. Lalu mundur ini aja. Kamu ikut nggak? Kamu ikut ini. Aja. Oke. Ulang ini. Hey.
So you're the sniper from Liar Squad. It's nice to finally meet you.
And you must be the one who's been searching for me. Nathan, the younger brother of Lethe. It's good to see you safe and...
That's right. I'm sorry for causing all this trouble. I nearly cost you your life, becoming a target of a victim from the fall of the old capital. Maybe that's what I get, not helping my brother and the rest of the When the reinforcements decided to retreat, I spoke out against it. I had family among the soldiers already in the Hollow, but I didn't have the courage to take that step. The one that might have cost me my life. I'm sorry.
You don't need to feel regret or apologize. The outcome wasn't something you could have controlled. You cared deeply for Lethe, and even today you still think of him. To someone like him, who always cherished family, that's more than enough.
Thank you. I heard you've been searching for the members of Liar Squad all these years. I'm nothing compared to your determination. Thank you for everything you've done, but please stop the search. It's time for you to start living a life that's truly your own. I hate to say this as a family member, but back then...
I know. You don't need to say it. I've been drowning in a fantasy of my own making for years. But it's a fantasy that kept me from falling. Nathan, Grim Vulture told me you have something you want to give me. Is that why you commissioned someone to find me?
Yes. After learning about the bond between you and your squad, I knew I couldn't live with myself if I didn't get this to you. So I got on my knees and begged Grim Vulture, regardless of how things unfolded. What matters is that it wasn't destroyed, and I'm here, alive, to hand it to you. I found this while going through my brother's belongings. It's been tucked away for years. There's a recording on it, and I think it's a gift Liar Squad made for you, but...
Thank you so much. Do you mind if I listen to it now with the proxy?
Wait, with us? I thought we were just here to collect the commission fee today.
Go ahead. As for the commission fee, I'll pay it to you both shortly, so don't worry about that.
Hey, hello? Alright, it's a recording. This is a message from Liar Squad. For everyone ready? I'll count down. 3, 2, 1.
Congratulations on your 1000th day with Liar Squad!
Hey, you guys are totally out of sync. Captain, can we redo this? The anniversary gift has to be perfect.
That's our assault specialist, Acheron. She has a strong sense of aesthetics, prioritizing beauty in both combat and her daily life. She taught me a lot about makeup and fashion.
Oh, she won't care if we're a little off. Forget the re-record. Let's just get it done and order the cake. We don't want him to sell out.
That's our medic, Kakaitis. He's usually lazy and a bit of a smooth talker, but he's actually very capable and kind. He taught me a lot about unconventional negotiation tactics and ways of handling things.
You two, stop arguing during the recording. I've already ordered the cake. If you keep rambling, we really will have to re-record this. Cut the chatter already.
And that Styx, a reliable artillery specialist. He's the oldest in the squad. He loves sharing photos of his daughter and reminiscing about how he wooed his wife. The way he won her over inspired me a lot.
Hey, you guys are totally out of sync.
All right, let's all calm down. Wouldn't want to get on the captain's bad side. I mean, Captain, would you like to go first? We can edit or re-record whatever.
That's our scout and engineer, Lethe. He's a bit self-conscious because of how his younger brother excels, and he's somewhat introverted. But he's actually very capable. He taught me sharp observation skills, calm execution under pressure, and how to make use of the environment.
Okay, thank you all for settling down before I completely lost my cool. It's fine. No need to cut anything or re-record. Let's just keep it as it is. Loud and
That's our captain, who took me in and taught me how to play the harmonica. And the real Charon. I'll make sure to explain properly to you later.
As you've heard, this recording is a little gift from the 5 of us. How time flies. When I brought you into the squad about 2.5 years ago, you were just a shy kid who blushed whenever you talked to someone. Over these 1,000 days, you've really worked hard to keep pace with our fighting rhythm. You've done incredibly well. In the last mission, your successful sniper kill of that high-risk ethereal really helped Acheron a lot. I hate to say it, but yeah, I went too far in last time. Thanks for getting me out of that mess. Just this once, I'll admit, your moves were more elegant in that fight.
And not just that fight. Ever since you became a quicker shot and learned to adjust for wind speeds on the fly, we've been taking fewer and fewer hits. Makes my job way easier. So, cheers.
You often worry about not doing enough. But in these 2.5 years, you've absorbed everything I know about stealth, reconnaissance, and tactical countermeasures. Trust me, you'll become an incredibly skilled sniper.
Having you covering us from the rear makes every fight feel safer. But you still have a lot to learn about socializing and romance. When peace finally comes to Eridu, leave us and live your own life.
Where did that come from? She's not leaving us. Even if she retires, she'll move into my house and I'll spoil her with loads of beautiful clothes. Sorry, I got carried away. Anyway, you're talented and hardworking.
Over these 1,000 days, you've opened your heart to us and even encouraged us in return. Having you as a comrade is a blessing for all 5 of us. But I have to say one thing. You're always so sensitive and kind. Every time you see us get hurt, you look like you're about to break. Has our squad motto, having each other's backs, become... I get how you feel. When your squad mates trust you with their backs, your first instinct is to protect them, right? But that's not the way it should be. No one can shoulder everything alone. Don't try to carry everything on your own. Choosing to fight on the battlefield is my resolve. Feel it. Share yours with me. And when it's your turn to watch my back, I'll give my all to honor it too.
As long as you fight with all your strength, there's no such thing as failing to protect something. Because your will and our will is preserved and carried on another way.
But don't let that weigh on you. Try to trust in us, just like we trust in you. I've struggled with that kind of thinking myself, but I eventually made my way through it. All this talk of camaraderie, of keeping each other safe, it's like a harmonica melody scoring our time together. Even when things change, our tune will go on, and that's enough.
Exactly. Honestly, I'm sometimes terrified. Afraid that someday, you'll blame yourself for failing to protect us and fall apart. That's why I wanted to record this message. Please, don't try to bear everything alone. Maybe you can start relying on us more, fully entrusting your vulnerable side to us. Our will has long been intertwined with yours. We're comrades. This is getting way too sentimental. It doesn't feel like me anymore. Anyway, we just want to see you trusting your comrades enough to share your burdens, even if it isn't us. Finally, we'd like to give you the song that's closest to us. If what we've said is hard to understand, just feel it through the music. Please, enjoy my masterpiece, Homecoming.
Proxy, do you remember? I was once terrified of seeing the look on their faces.
Yes. Can you see them clearly now?
Yes. Crystal clear. As if I've returned to the exact moment of parting.
Sepuluhnya gitu.
So this is our last glance.
Cakep ya yang pertamanya ini, tapi sebagai cakep ya.
This is the answer you wanted me to find. Thanks, guys, for everything.
Nice one, Nathan.
Proxies. No. Lies. Belle. I've troubled you two a lot these days with my personal affairs. Words can't describe what you've done for me.
It's no trouble at all. To be honest, Belle and I have been a bit lost lately because of some personal matters. But meeting you has felt somehow comforting. Don't you think, Belle?
Exactly. We got something out of the experiences we shared. At the very least, it's brought us clarity. I guess our wills have always been aligned, haven't they?
Yeah. When I was trapped in self-doubt, unable to get out, I'm glad you were there with me. You're right. We've already entrusted our backs to each other as comrades. And because of that, because we are comrades, please, hear me out. Maybe you've already noticed. I'm sorry, but I've been keeping something from you. Charon isn't actually my code name. As I mentioned before, Charon was my captain's code name. When I met both of you for the first time, I didn't want to tell you my code name, because I thought someone who couldn't protect their squad mates had no right to one. So I lied. Captain Charon was an orphan like me, with no family to mourn her. I've been using her code name because I may be the last person in the world but I understand now. If I want to keep moving forward, I can't keep hiding behind a lie. My true code name is...
At the harbor, Nathan spoke to you privately. Was he offering you a chance to return to the Defense Force?
Yes. He said he still has a friend in the Defense Force who's currently forming a new squad. And if my goals align with theirs...
So, what's your decision? Where will you go next?
After everything that's happened, I think I do share the same goal as that friend of his and the new squad they're building. So I'll head back to the new Eridu Defense Force and keep chasing my new goal with a new team.
Your new goal? Are you going to look further into the fall of the old capital?
Yes. My encounter with Grim Vulture has made me realize this should be the true form of my vengeance. I'll uncover the real culprits behind the old capital's fall and make them pay for their crimes. If the ferryman who leads me to the truth demands a price, I'm willing to wager my life. I have a gut feeling the masterminds will reveal themselves again soon. To protect the city my comrades cherished and sacrificed their lives for, I won't allow such a tragedy to happen by letting the will to protect guide my hatred. I now have a clear aim toward the truth.
That's what I thought. If that's the case, then for now, we probably shouldn't learn your true codename, or lean on each other too much.
Are you saying we're on opposite sides?
No. We might walk different paths. Those paths will lead us to the same destination. It's just that, for now, we can't say any more than that.
To be honest, after facing an enemy as ruthless as Grim Vulture, we're reminded of our own powerlessness. Watching you fight back, almost losing your life to a bullet, that feeling, we're nowhere near strong enough to protect you, and we're not strong enough to open up about our pasts either.
If this is your slightly selfish principle, I'll respect it. You were once my proxies, and I'll keep this memory locked away as something. If, as you say, our destination is the same, then we should continue on our separate paths, striving to grow stronger. The next time we meet, I'll reveal my true codename. I hope we can become true comrades. I want your presence to forever remain in the melody of...
Yes, it's a promise. We'll meet again, Charon.
Hello. I'm the sniper from the former Liar Squad of the Chrysoberyl Division, recommended by Captain Nathan, originally of the new Eridu Defense Force's Obsidian Division, Impera Squad.
Ah, I heard about you from my superior. You're the one who dealt with the serial murders targeting the Defense Force, right? Well, the new Eridu Defense Force is ready to welcome... Let me confirm a few details before taking you to base. Which squad are you applying to join? And did you have a code name during...
I'm applying to join the Obsidian Division's Obel Squad. As for my codename... Trigger. I was Trigger of Liar Squad.
Lanjut, let's go. Gue nggak bisa menyelesaikan semua konten di dalam karena baru sekarang sih itu kita sudah ya malam ini yang terlalu larut, it's too much actually. Okay. So terima kasih sudah nonton. Kita ketemu di website dulu. Kayaknya besok sama Selasa nggak pengen dong. Paling Rabu visit ini visit mulai visit update baru. Yes. Ya sekali lagi thanks for watching, sampai jumpa di